James Plays.
That's me! Hey everybody, welcome to James Plays Firmament, the final stop in our journey through Cyan adventure games, at least for now. We started with Myst, went through all of the Myst series, went through Abduction, and now we're here. This game was released in 2023, making it the first game out of all of these to come out after I got my current computer. So I'm hoping there won't be any issues. I did already go through the settings and lower the graphics stuff down a bit and took a look at some things here. We can use a controller. I don't think we want to. We have a couple other things that I may want to turn on later on, but for right now, we'll keep them as is. We've got our subtitles, we've got tutorials, and that should all be good for now. Before we jump into the game, a couple of things. I don't know anything about this game, but I did see that there was a mild controversy about usage of AI in the development of the game. Cyan released a statement, and I believe the summary of it would be, we used actual people to create things every step of the way. Sometimes we may have used some AI to alter something that was already created, or we used AI to create a groundwork or a foundation that people then built from. I'm not a big fan of AI stuff. I could go on a big old rant about that, and maybe I will one day, but not today. Just as it is, from my understanding, I think I'm okay with what they were saying and what they did, but I will be keeping an eye out for some things, I guess. That said, I'm still very excited for this game. I'm coming off of Abduction, feeling very good about Cyan in the modern day and what they're able to put out there, and I have high expectations here. The other thing to mention, two other things. This is the first game that I'm playing that actually has achievements for me. Other games like Abduction, if I played on Steam, it would have had achievements, but I'm playing the GOG versions of all these games. So this is the first one that has achievements over there. That said, I don't know if there's anything missable, and I'm not gonna be too fussed about them here on my playthrough. We're just gonna vibe and solve some puzzles. And then the other thing is what to do when we get stuck. We're no longer using the universal hint system because Abduction and Firmament didn't exist on there. For Abduction, backers had an exploration guide that was included, which I was able to get my hands on. Firmament, I don't believe there was any, like, guide included for any kind of special thing. I could be wrong, but they did have a digital strategy guide on Cyan's website, which I did buy. It was only a couple of bucks. So if we get stuck, we will see what that has to offer. The Abduction guide, I didn't need to use it very much, but when I did look at it for this and that, when I looked at it after the fact, I'm not sure exactly how helpful it would have been. There was a lot of vagueness, even when it did give you instructions. There were things that it kind of felt like they glossed over that maybe somebody would have needed. But like I said, this is all after the fact. Okay, time to jump on in and cross our fingers. New game. This almost has a face to it, that Firmament logo. It's like a bridge, but it's kind of like slits in the eyes for like a helmet or something. See if I'm right about that. Here we are. We're in. We've got control. I have no...
So, here we are. Finally, your first breath, and I have taken my last. But who cares, right? There's so much to be done. I'm dead, but you have so much to learn. I once woke up just as you have. A blank mind, a clean canvas. Confused, yes, but I will teach you, just as I was taught. And so, first lesson, you are a keeper. I was a keeper. We were all keepers. Second lesson. I will lie to you. I learned much later that this is the way to keep the realms. And third lesson, this machine is your adjunct, your tool to learn and to keep the realms. Take it and we will begin. The firmament. It is remarkable that we are here.
Okay, so we're a keeper of realms, and we've got a tool. That's new for Cyan, I think. Maybe it's not like an inventory thing. Maybe it's just our life now. Interesting that there's no cursor to be seen, like no reticle, until I get up to something to mess around with. Before we get any further, I am going to turn down the mouse sensitivity real quick. Okay, that's a little bit better. There's also a sensitivity called Engage sensitivity, and it says the simulation of camera movement when you're in a puzzle. I left that the same for now. Hold, aim, add, okay. And release. Okay, so it's a something or other. We'll learn more about it in a second. Anyway, doesn't this look like a helmet? Moving on. I assume this is... we just woke up from this. And I have no idea who that person is, or what that person is. I was taking a look around to see if there was any kind of, like, projection. But they seem to be some sort of cloud ghost. And I guess we're not reading books this time. Unless... nope. Oh, here's a book to read. Personal Maintenance Adjunct. Gonna have to do the reading ourselves. Alright, as a newly awakened keeper of the Firmament mission, you have... Excuse me. I'm reading. You have been assigned a personal maintenance adjunct, which can be informally referred to as an adjunct. The adjunct is a miracle of modern mechanics and electronics, augmenting the keeper's abilities in marvelous ways. Your tasks while keeping would normally require keys, tools, and extreme strength to both access and control the various aspects of the realms. The adjunct serves as both a key and a tool and amplifies your abilities. It can access approved areas of the realms, and it can control the equipment and devices, both large and small, that you will use regularly. Okay, that loaded in. Sockets. Your adjunct is designed to interface with a socket, a receiving component which the adjunct can attach to, giving the keeper access and control. These sockets are ubiquitous in the realms, and although they may appear physically similar to each other, they provide very diverse abilities. An adjunct can be propelled to a socket both close and far, providing for control from a distance. Okay, that's good to know. A communicating leash or tether provides for constant control and feedback while your adjunct is socketed. So it's wireless and can be used from distances. To operate the adjunct, first place the adjunct gauntlet on your hand, then you can direct and propel the forward element at the desired socket. With the forward element firmly socketed, you can activate and control the equipment. The specific aspects of the equipment are viewed by the keeper through a view veil on the gauntlet. Twisting the gauntlet left or right will activate the specific controls available. Some sockets and equipment have more than a single method of operation. You can switch to these additional modes to control them as well. I imagine it'll be like a context-sensitive thing. It'll let me know how to properly operate, just like it's telling me how to operate this book. Augmentations. Starting adjuncts have only basic abilities, but as keepers advance in their training, the adjunct can be augmented with additional capabilities. These augmentations will be provided in the arch as part of the advancement ceremony. Amplified force. Adjunct can apply greater force or torque. Distance extension. Adjunct can be propelled to double the distance. Concatenated socketing is... I've never heard that word before. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but the adjunct can chain from one socket to another socket. Display. The adjunct will supply a display when socketed with specific information about the functionality of the socket. The upgrade status is also available at any time on this display. Conclusion. Please respect your assigned adjunct. Use it cautiously so as not to harm yourself or others. Future augmentations may provide for additional abilities. Your mentor can answer any other questions you may have. Keep the realms for all. Okay, we are done. So this is a big change already, that we have a tool, a multi-purpose tool at that we're going to be interacting with things. That's a big difference from every other Cyan game that we've played so far. Be interesting to see how that goes for us. Hold down the left mouse button to aim the adjunct. Yep. So, my question right now is how much non-adjunct related gameplay are we going to be having here? It says, yeah, hold to adjust socket. Oh, I see. So instead of using the keybind, I could just do that. I could hold it down and then use the mouse to do that. And okay. The circle on the left of the display there, I was trying to see if that did anything. Okay, moving on. Ghost Lady? Still no Ghost Lady? Okay. It's looking pretty good. I guess that's expected for a game that's only a couple of years old. Kinda missed the real people. That, to me, felt like a staple at this point for Cyan, except for a couple of games. But I enjoy it. I enjoy a good acting performance. Okay, moving on. Got that up there. Yeah, I don't know if I'm supposed to be looking at stuff or not, you know? Like, can I open anything? There's books laid around, but there was only the one that I could read. That was more or less a tutorial. I don't know anything on what to expect here. And I think we are lowering? No. Oh, okay. Well, that's interesting. Like, the whole bunker went up with us, huh? Excuse me. What was that noise? Alright. Out we go anywhere?
It's beautiful, no? The majesty and peace of the ice and stone. I didn't emerge from the threshold here as you did. I awoke at this one. My first journey to this realm. Oh, I remember it like it was yesterday.
Okay, so now she's just a little cloud in the bottom left of my screen when she talks, and then fades away when she's done. They didn't give us any movement control. There we go. Once again, holding down shift lets us move around. We move a lot faster than we did in Abduction. That's good. Why? Just because? Okay. Shovels.
You have small stinging all over. It's normal. And your hearing, maybe only the alarms or your own heartbeat. And these effects will cease in time as your body becomes accustomed to the heat. We will have these problems when we emerge from the threshold. You will live. And that is a good thing.
Yeah, I like that with the whole wireless thing, that when we tether, we can look all around. So that we're not just, like, fixed on this, and then I'm not able to tell what is changing. But it's a little weird that we couldn't just have, like, a button that we could push to raise and lower a bridge. Raise and lower a lift. But I guess this is all part of the storytelling of the fact of, like, why we've got this thing and what we're going to be doing in the game. So it's not like I hate it, it's just a little strange right now.
The adjunct is making sense to you?
There we go.
If not, no worries. It will soon be as natural as your hand. Keep trying. And this one-sided prose is strange, is it not? I feel like a performer. But this is where we are.
Little desync between the subtitles and the speech there. So we have two different paths. Oh.
I had a most wonderful mentor. She taught me of these realms. I will teach you. But then Turner arrived also. And, well, he first taught me beyond these realms. I will teach you that as well.
Okay, can't get over that yet, at least. I don't like the noise. I'm worried like the rocks are gonna like come down on me any moment. Okay. Blocked. Okay, so we have to unblock because of that. So I'm looking for the controls for this to like raise that up. Ah, this is a ladder. Apparently I can eliminate the actual climbing of ladders.
So, this realm is the source of our water. And you will learn what must be done by doing all that we did. And I will help, but I will not hold your hand. Is it better to learn by contemplating, failing, hopefully understanding? We thought we understood.
Okay, as I was saying, in the settings, I can just automatically go to the top and bottom of ladders. And I think it also said something about being able to cut out vehicle stuff as well. Oh, I can send that, like, way far. Oh, and I'm... Okay. So we have two different things that I can alternate between. I have a feeling that this isn't gonna work for, like, bridging that gap. I don't know if it's something that I really need to be doing anything with, aside from getting it out of my way for right now. So, let's go ahead and just leave it at that for now. Okay, now this did not do the whole thing. And I can't seem to get to the other side. Maybe I was onto something with this. Is there no jump? Okay, and the space button doesn't take pictures or anything either. Okay, so let's think about this. What's interesting, okay. Oh, there we go. Oh, that is quite a distance. If it will let me. No, it won't. But I do think I have an idea. Okay, so... I'm just trying to get an understanding on the tethering here. So, if I get too far to the side or I get behind it, that severs the connection. But as long as it's in front of me, seems like it does hold pretty well. Okay, and as I was saying here with the crane, I don't see a way to actually open and close the claw. So I don't think I'm gonna be, like, grabbing anything with the claw itself. Let me see something. Okay, so that is showing the topography. Okay. There's a lot of information to be getting off of this visual display there. That's kind of neat. If you guys don't mind that I'm playing around so much with this, part of it is that I'm getting used to everything. And part of it is I'm already feeling a little lost. Not lost, but unsure about what my next step is. So how far down can I drop this bad boy? Oh! Now it's just raising on its own, so I grabbed a big chunk. Better at this than I am with those UFO catchers, that's for damn sure. That looks like that'll fit nicely in that gap. Right about there. See how that works. Okay, so that threw me off that I didn't have any control for, like, opening and closing the claw. It just did it automatically when I lowered it. Maybe there was something she said that made that more clear, and I just didn't quite latch on to it. Oh. Now... Oh, very nice. I thought I left this raised. Maybe I accidentally didn't. But there we go. First puzzle done. First shortcut created.
Isn't it breathtaking?
Yes, it's very nice.
The arches of the firmaments. So inspiring and reassuring. And this path will convey you to this one, where I once lived with my comrades. Go when you like, you can return here.
Let's take a little look around. I have a thought about some things. Yes, okay. So this is my thought. We can get up here. There's a ladder. And that crane, the upper portion, looked like it could be utilized as a platform. So now that we no longer need our big block of ice and snow, maybe we want to bring that over and get that set up. Okay, now I understand what happened, and that's bad. So the bridge is automatically lower if I have this too far down. And they don't go back up. A little awkward. But we'll get this all sorted. No big deal, just gives me more practice with the adjunct and understanding the tethering and everything. All works out just fine. Now we should clear... No, we still don't clear it. Topography is lying to me. Well, this is as high up as it can go. But while it's here, see up there, it looks like it would be a platform. And when we brought it over this way, looked like it kind of lined up with that up there. Maybe I'm jumping the gun and there's a control up here for the crane. And I didn't have to worry about backtracking after all. Okay, now we're done messing around with this, now that we know we can't bring it over without getting rid of our bridge. So let me go ahead and resituate this as I need. And then we'll be on our way. Of course, this does make for a little bit of a mystery. Why are we making a bridge that acts as a shortcut if we can't keep... Oh, wait, no, never mind. I answered my own question. Once we get this across, we'll be able to... Okay. Heading back over here, we'll take a look at this first and see what we're looking at. It's a door without any connection anywhere. Go up this ladder. And what do we have here? What is this for? It is the crane controls. Oh, so let me raise that. Clearance. At least I'm thinking about things the right way. I just didn't realize that I didn't have to go back to do anything. But we learn, and we make progress. And now, is this a crane control as well? It is. Okay. feel like I'm getting quite a ways away from the pod, but she did say that I can come back to it when I like. So I think we are doing what we're supposed to be doing for now, which is playing around with things, experimenting, getting used to the adjunct. Ice shoots. Oh, interesting. I don't have a change of action while on here. Which is kind of annoying. Here I do. But we hit... Does get lower. So don't think I can get any further away. Yeah, this is my limit. Okay. Is it low enough to clear? It is. Then open from this side. Okay. I don't think we can keep taking this further. I'm probably wrong. But what else we got here?
I am sorry for the state of this repair. I performed all the duties of all the keepers for so many years. Alone. Except for my loyal adjunct. Your adjunct requires the augmentation in each arch. Find your way to all of them.
So is that my ultimate goal, to fully upgrade this and it's almost like a Metroidvania? Where I'm going to be locked out of certain things until I get those upgrades, and then we backtrack and we... Okay. So now we open that door. Well, now we would need to raise it in order to... This makes me nervous. Like, I'm... Look at this. Okay? Look at this. I'm not on this, and it does this. I can't fall off of it, but it's certainly making me feel like I can. Alright, anyway. Just trying to think. We can't raise or lower this while on this. We can only drive it one direction or the other. So, in order to clear that, I would need to raise this, but... Actually... Oh. Oh, okay, wait a minute. It's all making some sense now. Sometimes you just gotta say the things out loud for your brain to properly process. There we go. Now we come back over, and now we keep driving it. Excuse me? Excuse? What? Why? Am I really getting too far away from it? Upper chute closed, lower chute closed. But at least we've got it where we want it. That's too far. And we can't get a read on that. Okay. Let's back it up, Buttercup. Can't get across that bridge. Actually, just double check while we're up here before we... Yeah, I can't reach anything. I got visual there, but that's too far. And then whatever's over here, I can't get visual on. I'm like on the back end of it. That's too far away. And so that would be too far away. Oh, whoops, wrong thing. And I'm just taking a look, just making sure there isn't anything else.
We have all that is required.
Yeah, reverse it. And that's... okay, we confirmed that's too far. Hopefully. We do have a path down... okay. Being a little weird at the moment. No, I can't clear that gap. Go all the way back. So from here, I didn't see that this was a way down. I can see it pretty clearly now. But... no... I think that the snow will bridge the gap there, the ice. And then I can get across and open those things up. Now the problem is I have this ice up way too high for that. And I don't know how... this isn't all the way down, I don't think. I have to gauge how much to lower it? Don't have a great visual on it. Let me see if the topography kind of... Yeah, see, that's way too low that I'm going. Like, absolutely... Maybe I can get visual on it and use something as a guide? Maybe this. That might do it. It looks good. And if it's not, then we have the visual with that as well. Now that it's over all the way. Okay. I thought that I would just kind of have to wing it, but no, it's all making sense. I don't dislike what's going on so far. Okay, yeah. Alright, beautiful. Weird. Maybe it's because I'm on the thing that it would be opening. I wasn't actually going to open it with me on there, but the game don't trust me. Okay, how about now? Now it does. Okay, so we can open the chute door. And then we can read this. Safety, vigilance, make use of appropriate equipage before descending on ice block. And more crane control. Okay. Yeah, we'll just... Crane lock, upper chute is open, lower chute is closed. But... can't... No? We can't get it down at all. Unless it's just not lined up or something. No, it's just totally locked in place. Okay, so we're just not ready to do this until both chutes are open.
I wish I could speak to you. Do you know who you are? What your story is?
No?
Your story is you.
Okay, we got another... looks like a pod. Omni wheel. Reservoir. Okay, so that's gonna take us someplace. This is probably a call button. Yep. Alright. I think that's good for a first episode. We've got that set up to lower once we can open the other chute, which we can't do just yet. We have this, which looks like it's going to go pretty far around and down. And then that might be it off in the distance there, but I'm kind of losing track of it. And then we have the other thing that she mentioned that takes us to the Swan. So I think now would be a good point to go back to the Swan and see what that is. So far, so good. Like I said, this adjunct thing seems to be replacing a lot of stuff that should have been a lot more practical. But it's a storytelling device, and we're really not very far into much story. I can do this, okay. So, yeah, I'm not ready to be dismissive of it as like a bad choice or anything. It's definitely strange compared to all the previous games we've been playing, but I'm willing to give it a chance. You know, gotta do something different after so many games, right? So with that, I'm ready to see you guys in the next episode. Hopefully, you'll be there. I love ya. Mwah. Bye-bye.